I could understand English.
But you couldn't speak it?
Not the way I wanted to.
What happened when someone suddenly asked you a question in English?
My mind went completely blank.
Even though you knew the words?
Yes, I knew many words. I understood movies, I could read articles, I could follow conversations.
But when it was your turn to speak?
Nothing.
No sentence?
Sometimes I knew exactly what I wanted to say in my head.
But you couldn't get the English out of your mouth. And that's the problem we're talking about today.
Because if you can understand English but struggle to speak it, there's nothing wrong with you.
You're not stupid.
You're not bad at languages.
And you don't necessarily need more grammar.
You need to change the way you practice.
And today we're going to tell that story.
The story of how I finally stopped being afraid of speaking English.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
When did you first realize you had a speaking problem?
I remember sitting in a room with a few people who were speaking English.
Were they native speakers?
Some were, some weren't, but everyone seemed comfortable.
And you?
I was listening carefully. I understood almost everything.
Almost everything.
Yes, I understood the jokes, I understood the questions, I understood what people were talking about.
So you were doing well.
That's what made it worse.
Why?
Because someone suddenly looked at me and asked, "What do you think?"
And then?
Nothing.
Your mind went blank?
Completely blank.
Even though you had an opinion?
Of course I had an opinion. I knew exactly what I wanted to say.
But you couldn't say it in English.
Exactly.
What did you do?
I smiled.
The famous English learner smile.
Yes. I said, "Yeah, I think so."
And that was it.
That was it.
How did you feel afterward?
Embarrassed.
Did you think about it later?
All night.
Really?
Really, I kept thinking, why couldn't I answer? I know English.
That question stayed with you.
Yes, and eventually I realized something important.
What?
I know English, and being able to use English quickly are two different skills.
So what did you do first?
I made the mistake that many learners make.
More grammar?
Exactly.
You thought grammar would fix your speaking.
I thought maybe I don't know enough.
So you started studying more.
I memorized grammar rules.
Did it help?
Not much.
Why not?
Because when someone asked me a question, I wasn't thinking about grammar rules.
What were you thinking about?
Everything.
Everything?
Vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, my accent, whether I was making a mistake, whether the other person was judging me.
That's a lot to think about while speaking.
Exactly.
So your brain was overloaded.
Yes.
What changed?
I stopped trying to build every sentence from scratch.
Explain that.
Instead of memorizing individual words, I started learning useful phrases.
For example?
Instead of only learning the word opinion, I learned in my opinion.
Good.
Instead of only learning agree, I learned I completely agree.
And?
I'm not sure about that.
Useful.
It depends on.
Very useful.
What I mean is,
That's a great speaking phrase.
these phrases became building blocks.
So you didn't have to create every sentence from zero.
Exactly.
And that made speaking faster.
Much faster.
The first big change.
What was the biggest change you made?
I started speaking before I felt ready.
That sounds uncomfortable.
It was.
Very uncomfortable?
Very.
What did you do?
Every day I gave myself 10 minutes.
10 minutes of what?
Speaking.
Alone?
At first, yes.
What did you talk about?
My day.
Simple.
I woke up at 7, I had breakfast, I went to work, I had a busy morning.
Nothing complicated.
Exactly.
So why did that help?
Because I stopped waiting for the perfect opportunity to speak.
You created your own opportunity.
Yes.
And what happened after a few days?
I became less uncomfortable hearing my own English.
Hearing yourself speak matters.
A lot.
Why?
Because before that, English existed mostly in my head.
But now,
I could hear my pronunciation.
I could hear where I stopped. I could hear which words were difficult.
So you discovered your weak points.
Exactly.
And you could work on them.
One at a time.
But there was still one big problem.
Fear.
Fear of what?
Making mistakes in front of people.
What did you think would happen?
I thought people would think I was stupid.
Did they?
No.
What actually happened?
Usually nothing.
People just listened.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
I realized that I was judging myself much more than other people were judging me.
That's a powerful realization.
It changed everything.
How?
I gave myself permission to make mistakes.
So instead of saying, I must speak perfect English,
I started saying I need to communicate.
big difference.
Huge difference.
Let's practice that mindset right now.
Say this sentence.
I don't have to speak perfect English.
Your turn.
I don't have to speak perfect English.
Again.
I don't have to speak perfect English.
Now this one.
I just need to communicate clearly.
Your turn.
I just need to communicate clearly.
Again.
I just need to communicate clearly.
That's the mindset.
You also changed how you listened, right?
Yes.
What did you do before?
I watched English videos passively.
Meaning,
I watched them, understood the general meaning, and moved on.
so what did you change?
I started shadowing.
That's important.
I would listen to a short sentence,
Then repeat it.
then repeat it again with the same rhythm.
Not just the words, though.
No, the rhythm, pauses, stress, and pronunciation.
Let's demonstrate.
I don't know what to do.
Your turn.
I don't know what to do.
Now, naturally.
I don't know what to do.
Again,
I don't know what to do.
you're training your mouth to follow English rhythm.
Exactly.
And after doing this every day,
Speaking became less mechanical.
less mechanical.
I wasn't thinking about every individual word.
The phrases started coming automatically.
That's when I knew something was changing.
The day I realized I was improving.
Was there a moment when you knew your English had changed?
Yes,
Tell us about it.
I was having a conversation in English.
And?
I was asked a question.
The same situation that used to scare you?
Exactly.
What happened?
I answered immediately,
Without translating?
without translating,
Without freezing?
without freezing.
Perfect English?
Absolutely not.
But you answered. Yes.
How did that feel?
Amazing.
Why?
Because I realized I didn't need to become a perfect English speaker.
You just needed to become comfortable using the English you already knew.
Exactly.
That's something every English learner should remember.
You may already know more English than you think.
So if someone watching this says, I have this same problem, what should I do?
I would give them a simple 10-minute routine.
Let's hear it.
Minute 1, listen.
Don't speak yet.
Just listen to a short piece of English.
Understand the general meaning.
Minutes 2 through 4, repeat.
Listen to one sentence and repeat it.
Don't worry about speed.
Focus on clear pronunciation.
Minutes 5 through 7, shadow.
Speak along with the audio.
Try to follow the speaker's rhythm.
And minutes 8 through 10?
And minutes 8 through 10, speak independently.
About the same topic?
Yes.
For example, if you practice the conversation about mornings,
Talk about your own morning.
don't copy the exact sentences.
Use your own words.
That's the important part.
You're moving from imitation to communication.
We talked about what you started doing,
But I also stopped doing several things.
such as?
I stopped waiting until my English was perfect.
Good,
I stopped memorizing huge vocabulary lists without using the words.
important,
I stopped studying grammar for hours without speaking.
and?
And I stopped comparing myself with fluent speakers.
Why?
Because comparison made me afraid.
And fear made you silent.
Exactly.
So what did you compare instead?
Myself with myself.
Yesterday versus today?
Exactly.
Could you speak for 1 minute yesterday?
Maybe.
Could you speak for 3 minutes today?
Then that's progress,
Simple.
but powerful.
Now, let's make this personal.
Think about your own English.
What is stopping you from speaking?
Is it vocabulary?
Is it pronunciation?
Is it grammar?
Or is it fear?
Maybe it's a little of everything.
That's okay.
Start small.
I am learning English.
Your turn.
I am learning English.
Now add a reason.
I am learning English because I want to speak confidently.
Your turn.
I am learning English because I want to speak confidently.
Now make it personal.
Why are you learning English?
Say your answer out loud.
Don't worry about mistakes.
Just speak.
Good.
Now say this.
I am not afraid of making mistakes.
Your turn.
I am not afraid of making mistakes.
Again.
I am not afraid of making mistakes.
And one more.
I will keep practicing until speaking feels natural.
Your turn.
I will keep practicing until speaking feels natural.
Excellent.
So, after everything you experienced, what do you think was the real solution?
I don't think there was one magic solution.
Then what worked?
Small changes repeated consistently.
Speaking every day.
Listening actively.
Shadowing.
Learning phrases instead of isolated words.
Accepting mistakes.
And most importantly, stopping the fear of being imperfect.
That's powerful.
I used to think confidence came before speaking.
But now?
I understand that speaking creates confidence.
So you don't wait to become confident.
You speak while you're nervous.
And confidence comes later.
Exactly.
That's something worth remembering.
You don't need confidence to start.
You start and confidence grows.
So here's your new rule.
What is it?
Don't wait until you're ready.
Speak now.
Don't wait until your grammar is perfect.
Speak now.
Don't wait until you know thousands of words.
Use the words you already know.
Don't wait until you're confident.
Practice until confidence comes.
If you freeze, keep going.
If you make a mistake, keep going.
If you forget a word, use another word.
If you don't understand something, ask.
That's real communication.
And that's how speaking improves.
Maybe today you still feel nervous.
That's okay.
Maybe you still translate sometimes.
That's okay.
Maybe you still make grammar mistakes.
That's okay.
You don't need to fix everything today.
Just fix one thing.
Speak for 5 minutes.
Then do it again tomorrow.
Because one day you'll suddenly notice something.
What?
You're answering without translating.
You're speaking without freezing.
You're making mistakes without panicking.
And you're enjoying the conversation.
That's when you'll know you've changed.
Not because your English became perfect.
But because you stopped being afraid to use it.
So if you can't speak English today,
Don't say, I can't speak English.
say,
I'm learning to speak English.
because there's a big difference.
One describes where you are.
The other describes where you're going.
Keep listening.
Keep repeating.
Keep speaking.
And most importantly,
Don't give up on yourself.
your English can improve.
Your confidence can grow.
And your voice deserves to be heard.
One sentence at a time.
One conversation at a time.
One day at a time.